Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Cassie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Okay, do you want to give everyone a little introduction of who you are?
Yes. My name is Andrew Smith, and I'm one of the co-presidents in the Ryerson Best Buddies chapter. And I'm also a buddy in the program.
Yeah, you've got it all. You work, you are the Best Buddies chapter, and you told me that you were once the community MVP as well.
Yeah, of Best Buddies Canada last year, and I went to Orlando to represent TFC.
That's pretty sweet. So, are you comfortable in sharing which ways you've been affected by some of the harmful language that people use?
Yes, I have it written down.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yes,
Whenever you're
and I just want to say hi to my original buddy, Sabrina Simmons. She went to Wilfred Laurier, and
Oh,
she's
that's awesome.
walked in today. And hi to my nephew and niece, Justin and Kayla.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, I'm ready to start.
All right, whenever you're good.
Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Smith, and I'm the co-president of the Ryerson Best Buddies chapter. Growing up with a disability, the R word is something I have been called countless of times. It hurts my feelings and makes me upset to hear this. I'm going to share some of my experiences with you. As most of you know, I love sports and going downtown to get autographs from players. This one time at Rogers Center in 2009, I got a baseball autographed by MLB legend Ichiro Suzuki that I was trying to sell to make some money as I did not have a job at the time. A group of people approached me, started to call me names, and ultimately made me feel unsafe. I wanted to sell the ball for around $100, but they harassed me and made me sell them my Ichiro Suzuki signed baseball for $25, as I saw that they could take advantage of me. I got to the point where I did not want to go out and get autographs anymore. These guys continued to harass me until 2016 constantly, making fun of my weight and disability, and ruining my autograph experiences. Getting autographs is something that I love doing, but when you are being picked on during an activity that you should always feel safe doing, it becomes unenjoyable. Where am I? Hold on.
It's okay.
Okay. I was called trash loser and was physically abused. They told me that if I showed up to autograph events, that they would ruin it and make sure I did not get any. To this day, I'm still scared to go downtown to get autographs. This is why I go to Montreal, Buffalo, and other cities to get them. While I hope this situation will change, this is one situation that really makes me feel bad. As some of you know, I work two jobs. I'm a crossing guard at Danforth and Woodmount, as well as a front end service clerk at Loblaws. While I tend to have more good experiences with these, the bad ones tend to stick out. One issue that always causes trouble is when people jaywalk on red lights. As a crossing guard, my job is to safely cross pedestrians across the street. However, some people do not always listen to me and will cross the street on a red light. When I tell them that they aren't allowed to cross, they will often yell at me and call me names. I'm just trying to do my job and protect them, but people make it into a bigger deal than it should be. I also had some positive experiences, specifically while I was working at the CNE. They hire an incredible amount of people with disabilities, making it a safe and inclusive place for everyone. There are people who are blind, in wheelchairs, have autism, have Down syndrome, and the C&E caters to all their needs. It made my time there a very positive experience, and I have made a bunch of friends from it. One day, I would love to get my old job back working at Best Buddies head office. I have a lot of good ideas that can help Best Buddies get partnerships with companies such as WWE and Toronto Wolfpack. In the past, I was able to get the companies to donate tickets, as I have a lot of sources to do so. I would like to get more athletes involved, as I believe this will not only benefit Best Buddies, but the buddies themselves. To conclude, I want people to know that everyone in the world is equal, whether you have a disability or not. We are all the same and deserve to be treated with respect. And that's my discussion for today. And I want to thank my peer buddy Stetson for helping me prepare.
That was amazing, Andrew. So I have a couple questions to follow up with your discussion. So
Yeah.
how would you want to be perceived in a world that doesn't have any labels? How would you want them to know Andrew? Just Andrew.
Well, I'm outgoing and I'm happy and I love sports and I love Best Buddies. My passion for Best Buddies is like the best. Like I love doing Best Buddies events.
Perfect. I also love doing Best Buddies events. We've got something in common.
And I still want to come to trivia night.
Yeah, of course. Trivia night, December 18th. Don't worry. Wilfred Laurier, Zoom. Self-promo. Anyways, do you have any ways that you think that we were able to make a difference in the world?
Yes, I want to make a difference by promoting Best Buddies and making sure everybody with disabilities and not with disabilities can join Best Buddies, have a big impact.
Just make sure that it's a club for everybody. That's exactly what we want it to be for everybody. Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you, Andrew. I'm really enjoyed listening to your speech and talking with you today.
Good luck, Farrah.
Thank you. Thanks for speaking with us, Andrew.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Phil, how's it going?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for inviting me.
No problem. No problem. So, how are you doing right now?
I'm sorry if the camera moves around. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's good. So do you have any sort of introduction that you want to let everyone know about you right now?
I want people to know that I'm not defined by what I look like on the outside, but
Of course not.
yeah, once people get to know me, it's a completely different world.
Yeah, we want everyone to get to know everyone first before they can even make any sort of judgments, and not even make judgments like that. We don't want anything like that. So I got a couple questions here if you're comfortable with asking or answering for me, Leo. So can you just explain, what is it like to live with a disability? Do you have any sort of experience or anything that you want to share about living with a disability?
Yeah, so at times, it can be a bit of a challenge because the world isn't really built for us. And yeah, so when I meet people, I have to go through a lot of teaching moments with them. But with most people, so it's good for people to get experience with working with all kinds of people
Of course.
at a young age, and yeah,
Yeah, of course.
so it's like more comfortable with my caregivers and stuff because they understand that like I'm not that different.
They know you. So when we were talking in our little meeting before, you were talking about how adults always assume that you're sheltered, but in reality, everybody's sheltered. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, yeah. So it's like sometimes people don't 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 use the same tone as they would use with like other adults. Um, like they think that they have to explain everything to me, like
Yeah.
I don't understand. So um, yeah, so think like it comes from a stereotype um, that, but I think that is really because of their ignorance that they feel like they have to do that for me.
Yeah. And I know people may always just assume that you need help, but you don't, obviously. But if, say, you did need help, how do you want to be approached by that, with that?
Yeah, so like yeah, so don't assume help when when I ask for it. And yeah, I just want people to listen to what I have to say and how I would like to be helped.
And not just assume. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Do you have any advice that you'd want to give to adults in society?
So like I would tell them to get out and meet all kinds of people, maybe work, um, like volunteer with people with with disabilities. So like instead of just looking at what the media says, because we're not we're not really in the media or like advertisements at all. So really the only way um, you can understand what it's like to have a disability or like close to it is if you work or if you interact with people who live with disabilities.
Yeah, of course. So, do you have any ways to go about talking about disabilities in a respectful way? Some people might feel uncomfortable or not know the proper way, I guess, to go about talking. Do you have any tips on how to be, I guess, respectful to someone with a disability?
You shouldn't ask them like what's what's wrong with you or something like that, because believe it or not, I hear that a lot. They think
Really?
that there's something wrong. So
That's awful. I wish you don't have to ever hear that again, even though people
no,
can't
they
hear
ask like what's your problem or something like that, you know. So I like to tell people that it's that it's it's not a problem, you know. Like I've learned to live with it, and like I really think that that there's experiences I wouldn't have had, um, like if I didn't learn to appreciate life. So
Of course, yeah. We don't we just don't want people to make assumptions, especially just when none of these assumptions are true. Um, Do you want to talk about person first language at all?
To me, it doesn't matter too much if you say like disabled person, like person with a disability. It's so like it's more about the way you act around people with with disabilities, and that makes the biggest difference. And yeah, like to me, words don't mean much. It's your actions that that's that will help me see, what kind of person you are.
Of course. And it's not your job to let other people feel comfortable around you. That's their own job. But so many different experiences with people who have disabilities. Do you have any experiences from high school that may have impacted you in any way, shape?
Like when I was in school, it really affected my confidence.
That can be
Sometimes, yeah, so like I found it difficult, like at times, to be included in stuff or asked to join things. And yeah, but I started to learn that if I wanted to make friends, I'd have to like just be brave and and just start
start the conversation.
to start interacting with people and starting the conversation.
And that's all it takes. Just starting the conversation. That's how.
Yeah, because there were a few situations where I was excluded, and I was upset about it for a long time. So like it was those experiences that kept me away from people for a while. So yeah, like that was a learning experience for me as well.
Of course. Well, thank you, Leo. Those are all the questions that I have prepared for you. Thank you very much for having this chat with me and answering all of my questions. Do you have anything that you'd want to say to everyone about inclusion or just anything in general?
Yeah, I'd say like if you don't know, like don't be shy. I'm approachable, and you can ask me like most things, but most of all, it would be a huge favor if you decided on your own terms to learn about people with disabilities, because we don't want to have to lecture you all the time, and it's tiring when I feel like it's up to me to lecture people and get them comfortable around me. I just don't have the time for that. Yeah.
We can do it on our own.
But like, if you ever have questions or want to have a conversation, you should never be shy to do that. Of course, I'll listen. And
Okay. Yeah, of course. As everyone just needs to be more comfortable going up and just talking about something that might not be the most comfortable to them. But it's up
Yeah,
to
because I feel like for some people, you just have to answer your questions. You just have to answer their questions.
yeah, and we're more than just answering questions. We're friends. That's what we want. We want to be friends. We don't want to just be a question answering machine. Thank you so much again, Leo.
Today I would be talking to you about my experience with the I word. Most of my experience with the I word was when I was in elementary school. I was in regular school with an educational assistant to help me. The children would call me the I word. Because I stuttered and I could not hear properly. But I would ignore them because I knew that they did not know better. They would say that when the teacher was not around. Because they knew that they would get in trouble. Even though today there is more awareness of disability from the media, television, and the community, etc. They just still people who they are still people who say the I word. But people move away and ignore them.